The mind is the greatest instrument given to man, and with it he holds the power to shape the invisible currents of energy that surround him. Every individual carries within himself an energy field, a vibration, an unseen force that not only influences his own destiny, but radiates outward, touching the lives of others. To mentally control this field is to master one's destiny. Those who fail to take charge of their inner energy become like leaves tossed about by the winds of circumstance, but those who direct it with discipline and vision become architects of their fate, commanding both the seen and the unseen. The energy field you carry is not something foreign or external. It is the natural expression of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. It responds to the images you hold in your mind and the feelings you allow to dwell in your heart. Every thought is like a magnet. It either strengthens your field or weakens it. A thought of courage, faith, or gratitude sends a charge of harmony and strength through your entire being, creating a radiant influence that others feel instinctively. A thought of doubt, fear, or resentment does the opposite, disturbing the balance of your field and attracting further discord. The truth is that what you carry inwardly becomes the reality you experience outwardly. To mentally control this energy field, you must begin with awareness. Many live their lives unaware of the constant stream of thoughts flowing through their minds. They allow fears to dominate, they rehearse failures long before they happen, and they give more attention to the opinions of others than to the creative spark within themselves. The first step toward mastery is to observe what you are broadcasting into your energy field. What is the emotional tone of your daily life? What images do you replay in your imagination? These are not harmless habits. They are the raw material that constructs the energy you radiate, and the energy you radiate calls back to you experiences in like kind. Once awareness is established, discipline must follow. Discipline is the conscious choice to focus on what uplifts rather than what diminishes. It is refusing to surrender your energy field to every passing fear or irritation. It is the deliberate planting of seeds of prosperity, peace, and strength in the fertile soil of the subconscious mind. You cannot control every circumstance, but you can control the energy you emit in response to those circumstances. A person who masters this art ceases to be a victim of conditions, and instead becomes a creator of conditions. Consider the individual who walks into a room and instantly changes the atmosphere. Without saying a word, his presence commands respect, calm, or enthusiasm. This is not luck or accident. It is the visible effect of an inwardly trained energy field. He has cultivated the habit of directing his thoughts and emotions toward a chosen goal, and as a result, his entire being radiates confidence. Others, sensing this, respond in kind. The world becomes cooperative to one who has mastered his energy. What most call charisma or influence is in fact the deliberate control of this invisible field. The great secret lies in the fact that your subconscious mind is the generator of this field, and your conscious mind is the director. Every image you hold with feeling becomes a command to the subconscious. It begins to radiate that vibration consistently, and in time it draws circumstances, people, and opportunities into harmony with it. This is not mysticism, but law. You are already proving it every day, whether you realize it or not. If you dwell on failure, your field aligns with failure. If you dwell on success with faith and determination, your field becomes magnetized to success. The subconscious does not judge. It only obeys the impressions it is given. The responsibility, therefore, rests with you to feed it the right material. To strengthen your control, you must cultivate stillness. In stillness, the mind ceases to scatter its energy on trivial matters and begins to gather it like a concentrated beam. Daily quiet reflection, meditation, or focused breathing allows you to sense your field, to feel its subtle currents, and to charge it with intention. When you rise from such practice, you carry a heightened vibration, and everything you touch responds differently. A man who begins each day in such centered awareness carries into his work a power that is unmistakable. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable dissolve before the clarity of his focused field. Another vital element is imagination. Imagination is not fantasy. It is the workshop of the mind where future realities are forged. When you hold a vivid mental picture of your desired outcome and charge it with belief, you are imprinting the blueprint of that outcome upon your energy field. This picture becomes a silent command to the universe, and opportunities begin to arrange themselves accordingly. Those who dismiss imagination as childish overlook the fact that every great achievement began as an image in someone's mind. The bridges, the inventions, the movements that have shaped history were once invisible pictures in the energy field of their creators. But imagination alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by faith and action. Faith is the emotional fuel that sets the energy field ablaze with certainty. Action is the physical expression that anchors the vibration into reality. When thought, faith, and action are united, the energy field becomes unstoppable. Those who hesitate, doubt, or remain idle send mixed signals, weakening the very power they seek to command. But those who act with confidence reinforce the vibration of their field, proving to their own subconscious that they mean what they imagine. The energy field is also influenced by the company you keep. Every individual radiates his own vibration, and prolonged exposure to another's field has an effect on yours. Spend time with the fearful, the critical, and the hopeless, and your own energy will gradually mirror theirs. Surround yourself with the confident, the visionary, and the disciplined, and your field will rise to their level. Guard your associations as you would guard your health, for they are not neutral. They are either fortifying or draining your energy field. Likewise, your environment plays a role. Order, cleanliness, and beauty enhance the clarity of your field, while chaos and neglect dampen it. When you walk into a place that inspires you, your thoughts and emotions naturally elevate. This is not accidental. Environments carry vibrations, and they interact with yours. To control your energy field mentally is also to become conscious of the external conditions you choose. Gratitude is another force that magnifies control. When you practice genuine gratitude, you are aligning your energy field with abundance. Gratitude dissolves fear, dissolves lack, and magnifies faith. Each expression of thankfulness is a silent affirmation that you already live in a universe of provision. This feeling of abundance radiates outward, attracting more of its kind. A man who rises each day in gratitude walks with a shield of protection around his energy, and even difficulties seem to conspire in his favor. It is equally important to master the art of detachment. To control your field does not mean to cling with anxiety to every desired outcome. Anxiety is a signal of distrust, and it weakens the field. Detachment is the calm assurance that what you have impressed upon your mind will come in its right season. It is the release of unnecessary tension, the refusal to interfere with the natural unfolding of events. When the farmer plants a seed, he does not dig it up every day to check its progress. He trusts the law of growth. In the same way, when you plant a vision in your subconscious, you must water it with faith and patience, not fear and doubt. The power to mentally control your energy field is not reserved for a select few. It is the birthright of every individual. The difference lies only in practice and persistence. Many give up too soon, allowing old habits of thought to reclaim their field. But those who persist, who daily direct their mind toward their chosen destiny, find that control becomes second nature. Their energy field becomes so consistent that even setbacks cannot dislodge them. In time, the very atmosphere around them seems to announce their destiny before they speak a word. Life responds to energy more than to words. You may declare with your mouth that you want success, but if your energy field is filled with doubt, failure will still come. Conversely, you may say little, but if your field is filled with faith and determination, success will find you. The silent vibration you carry speaks louder than anything you say, and others, whether consciously or unconsciously, respond to it. The mastery of this art demands responsibility. To control your energy field is to hold power, and power must be used with wisdom. If you direct your field towards selfish or destructive ends, you will ultimately invite destruction upon yourself. The law is impartial. It delivers what you radiate. Therefore, the highest use of this power is not merely personal gain, but the upliftment of others as well. When your energy field carries goodwill, generosity, and vision, you not only elevate yourself, but create a ripple effect that raises those around you. The world today is filled with turbulence, distractions, and constant noise, yet in the midst of it, the individual who controls his energy field stands like a lighthouse. He is not tossed by every wave of opinion or circumstance. He radiates stability in unstable times. Others are drawn to him, not fully understanding why, but sensing in his presence a strength they lack. This is the silent influence of a mastered field, and it is available to anyone willing to do the inner work. The great tragedy of life is that most people never discover this power. They live as if their energy field were a toy in the hands of chance, never realizing they are the true operators, but you need not be among them. Begin now to take responsibility for every thought, every emotion, every image you dwell upon. Train your mind as a gardener trains his land, weeding out negativity and planting seeds of faith, vision, and determination. Water them daily with gratitude and action. Surround yourself with those whose fields uplift yours, and above all, persist, for in persistence lies the proof of mastery. You are more than flesh and bone. You are a field of energy radiating into the universe at this very moment. Whether that field attracts struggle or success, despair or joy, is determined by your mental control. Take hold of this truth, for in it lies the key to freedom, influence, and destiny. When you command your energy, you command your life. The energy field that surrounds you is alive, constantly shifting and expanding in response to your mental state. To control, it is not a single act, but a continual practice, a discipline woven into the fabric of daily living. Each moment you are given choices: to allow anger to take root or to respond with patience, to give in to fear or to stand with faith, to dwell on what is lacking or to affirm what is possible. These choices may seem small, but each one strengthens or weakens the field you carry. The one who chooses consistently with intention begins to notice a quiet transformation. Circumstances that once seemed hostile soften, people who were resistant become cooperative, and opportunities appear where once there seemed to be none. This is not chance, it is the natural law responding to the consistency of your field. Understand also that the energy field is sensitive to repetition. A single thought once held may pass without lasting effect, but a thought repeated daily with feeling becomes a permanent fixture in your vibration. This is why affirmations, when practiced with sincerity, are so powerful. They are not mere words, they are signals sent to the subconscious and through the subconscious to the entire universe. When you say to yourself again and again, "I am strong, I am capable, I am destined for success," and you feel it as true, your energy field reorganizes to align with those words. In time, what was once only a statement becomes your reality. Another dimension of control comes through the body. Your energy field is not separate from your physical form, it is interwoven with it. What you eat, how you breathe, how you move, all influence the clarity of your field. A body treated with neglect generates scattered energy, while a body treated with care amplifies the mind's direction. Proper rest, nourishing food, deliberate breathing, and physical activity all sharpen the mind's ability to command its vibration. Many ignore this connection, trying to control their energy while their bodies remain depleted, but the wise understand that body and field are partners in mastery. Emotion, too, is a key amplifier. Thought without emotion is weak. Thought infused with emotion is magnetic. To direct your energy effectively, you must learn to harness emotion as fuel. When you visualize success, do not merely see it with cold detachment. Feel the joy of achievement, the relief of triumph, the thrill of purpose fulfilled. Let that emotion charge your picture, and your energy field will radiate it with greater intensity. Emotion is the current that carries thought into reality. Without it, your images are shadows. With it, they are alive. The journey of mastering your energy field is not one of speed, but of steadiness. The field responds to persistence more than to bursts of enthusiasm. A man who daily directs his thoughts, emotions, and actions toward a definite aim will accomplish more than one who leaps with excitement one day and falls into despair the next. Consistency is the secret rhythm of power. Each day you align your field, you compound your strength. Like drops of water filling a vessel, small daily efforts build into a reservoir of energy so vast that it becomes unstoppable. In time, you will notice a reversal. Instead of struggling to control the energy field, the field itself begins to carry you. Your vibration becomes so steady, so charged with your chosen direction, that your thoughts and actions flow effortlessly in harmony with it. What once required discipline becomes natural. You wake with clarity, you move with confidence, and you attract without strain. Life ceases to feel like resistance and begins to feel like flow. This is the true reward of mastery, the freedom to live with power, calmness, and purpose, guided by the energy you have consciously created. To mentally control the energy field requires understanding that every experience you encounter is a mirror, reflecting the dominant tone of your inner world. If you continually experience conflict, disappointment, or stagnation, it is not a punishment but a revelation of what your field is broadcasting. The mind must then step into the role of investigator, asking not, "Why is this happening to me?" but "What within me is calling this into my experience?" This simple shift in questioning transforms frustration into responsibility, and responsibility into power. For when you accept that your energy is the cause, you also inherit the truth that you can change the cause, and by changing the cause, you alter the effect. This practice is similar to tuning an instrument. An untuned string may produce noise, but with patience and adjustment, it begins to create harmony. Your energy field is the same. Every negative thought or lingering resentment is like a note out of tune. When you consciously redirect those vibrations toward clarity, gratitude, and vision, you tune your field to higher frequencies. Over time, you notice that you are no longer merely reacting to life, but orchestrating it. The world begins to sound different because you have changed the vibration with which you meet it. Another layer of mastery comes through the spoken word. Words are sound vibrations, carrying the essence of your thought into the air around you. When spoken with belief, they imprint your energy field even more deeply. Careless words scatter power, while intentional words sharpen it. To say, "I am defeated," is not harmless. It is a declaration that alters your vibration. To say, "I am rising," charges your field with momentum. Each word is a seed, and each seed carries the power to multiply. When you train yourself to speak with precision, positivity, and faith, your energy field becomes fortified with the very qualities you declare. It is also vital to remember that silence has its own energy. The field is not only influenced by what you say, but by what you choose not to say. When you withhold words of complaint, gossip, or criticism, you preserve your energy. When you refrain from arguments that lead nowhere, you shield your vibration from unnecessary depletion. Silence is not weakness, it is containment. It is the deliberate choice to conserve the power of your field for matters that truly align with your vision. Those who learn the art of silence find that their presence speaks louder than their words, because the energy they radiate has not been wasted in trivial expression. As you deepen your practice, you may encounter resistance from within. Old patterns will attempt to resurface, and doubts may whisper that your efforts are in vain, but this, too, is part of the process. Every great transformation is tested. The moment of resistance is the very moment you must persist, for it signals that your old vibration is being dismantled, and your new vibration is taking root. If you endure, if you remain faithful to your chosen vision, your field will eventually align so completely that the old patterns can no longer survive within it. Mastery of the energy field is not about control in the rigid sense, but about alignment in the fluid sense. It is not about forcing life to bend to your will, but about harmonizing yourself so completely with your desired reality that life responds to you as a natural consequence. When the mind directs thought with clarity, when the heart fuels it with emotion, when the body supports it with vitality, and when actions affirm it daily, the energy field becomes a beacon that nothing can ignore. You no longer chase success. Success gravitates toward you, drawn by the undeniable magnetism of your vibration. The process of mentally controlling your energy field requires patience, because the field responds not only to single moments of intention, but to the rhythm of your entire life. Just as a river is carved not by one drop of water, but by the continual flow, so your energy field is molded by the ongoing current of your thought and feeling. Each day you awaken is another opportunity to direct this current. If you begin your morning with scattered worry, the stream of your energy flows weakly. If you begin it with deliberate gratitude and vision, the current grows stronger, guiding your actions with force and direction. Over time, these morning practices alone can reshape the atmosphere of your entire existence, because the first impulses of the day set the tone for everything that follows. Another principle that strengthens your control is intention. To live without intention is to allow the energy field to drift without a rudder, carried aimlessly by whatever circumstance dominates. But when you decide with firmness what you desire to experience, you give the field a clear instruction. Intention is like a compass pointing to your chosen destination. Even when the winds of doubt or distraction blow against you, the compass holds steady. By repeating your intention, visualizing it, and aligning your daily actions with it, your field begins to resonate with that outcome. Eventually, what was once only a mental picture becomes the frequency you emit, and reality must conform to it. There is also a connection between generosity and energy control that cannot be overlooked. When you give, whether it is kindness, encouragement, or tangible help, you are not diminishing your energy field, but expanding it. Giving aligns your vibration with abundance, because it affirms that you already have more than enough. A field filled with generosity attracts cooperation, goodwill, and prosperity. On the other hand, withholding, clinging, or resenting drains the field, because it broadcasts lack. Those who learn to give freely, not recklessly but wisely, discover that their field grows in strength, and opportunities arrive from unexpected places. The energy field also thrives in clarity. Confusion scatters power, clarity concentrates it. If you hold conflicting desires, wanting success but fearing it, desiring love but doubting it, you split the energy of your field. The subconscious does not know which signal to amplify, and so it produces little. But when you choose with certainty, your field becomes like a laser beam rather than a diffused light. The clearer your vision, the stronger the vibration. This is why indecision is so costly. It leaves the field without direction, like a ship anchored in fog. Decide and the fog clears. Ultimately, control of the energy field is a practice of inner sovereignty. It is the refusal to allow outer conditions to dictate inner reality. It is the continual discipline of remembering that your thoughts are not powerless wishes but creative commands. It is the courage to hold faith when appearances contradict your vision. And it is the wisdom to know that mastery is not achieved in a single day, but through the steady shaping of vibration, moment by moment, until your very presence becomes a silent declaration of who you are and what you are destined to create. In conclusion, the mastery of your energy field is the mastery of your life. Every thought you choose, every emotion you cultivate, every image you impress upon your mind becomes the language through which you command the invisible forces that shape your destiny. To control this field is to step out of victimhood and into creation, to move from reacting to life to directing it. It is not a gift reserved for a select few, but a discipline available to all who are willing to train the mind, align the heart, and persist with intention. When you choose gratitude over fear, clarity over confusion, faith over doubt, and vision over despair, your entire being radiates a power that cannot be ignored. The world begins to reflect back to you the strength you have cultivated within. Remember always that you are not merely a body moving through space, but a field of living energy. And when you take command of that field, you take command of everything that surrounds it. The key to influence, success, peace, and fulfillment lies in this inner control. Guard it, direct it, and live by it, for in mastering your energy, you master your destiny.